Hello everybody, this is Adam here for A Strings YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look and we are having a conversation about the Fender Acoustasonic series. Now these guitars have now been out for a couple of years. They first released the American Acoustasonic Telecaster 2018, I want to say, was about there, 2019 maybe. I think vaguely. Time just seems to be this spaghetti of things nowadays, doesn't it? So we were talking about the series a couple of years on. Obviously, since that we've had the introduction of the American Stratocaster, we've had the American Jazzmaster, and also the Player Series Telecaster and Jazzmaster. So recently here at A Strings we have seen a massive surge of interest and a re-energizing of people wanting to own an Acoustasonic, whether it be the American or the Player Series. And it got us talking, and it got a conversation started between us in the shop of what we think of them. Now, most of you may know, if you know me, you know that I own the Acoustasonic Stratocaster and that I do use it week on week. I use it gigging with the live band that I'm in, and it ticks a load of boxes for me, it solves a load of problems for me, and I can attest to the sound quality and the build and that kind of thing, and sort of the say life on the road, but you know, that kind of thing. So for me, obviously, I'm very much the pro side of it. There are a lot of people. Andrew, for instance, when they first came out, he was very unsure of them. Maybe thinking that it was a bit of a gimmick, and we still get those kind of comments now, where customers come in and think they are, you know, a novelty, and most people do leave either owning one, they either leave with one, or they leave with a changed mind. So it's a very interesting thing, but we understand that they are very, very hot for debate. They are still a Marmite guitar or a Vegemite guitar, whichever one is your preference. So as well as some in-room samples of each of the American series, we did a little sort of day trip out into the wilderness, and managed to get some amazing, beautiful shots of our local town, Pontypridd. We were up on a roof above it all with some beautiful sunsets, and yeah, here's a video for you to check out. So I suppose a couple of the most common questions are in regards to why should I get one of these over an acoustic or over an electric. Now the one thing I would say, and just my opinion out there, is initially when I got one, I bought it with the idea of it can be an acoustic and it can be an electric. I have moved away from that now, and my Acoustasonic Strat serves as my on-stage acoustic. It doesn't give me any electric sounds. If we need to, in a pinch, we can do it that way, but the way that I've routed a signal path with a pedal board and that kind of thing is that it runs through an acoustic DI. So the chain for that does run through an acoustic DI and into my PA. And I take an electric guitar with an electric amp and that kind of thing for those sounds. The sounds are great. I've said it before, and if you've been to the shop before, you know that I stand by this. I pre-ordered and bought my Acoustasonic Strat when they were announced. If I had known that there would be something with a humbucker option, like the Jazzmaster, I may have hung on and waited, because I think that the pickup sound and humbucker sound that the Jazzmaster gives, especially for the kind of music that I would play with an electric, so the rockier kind of stuff, I probably would have hung on and waited for something like the Jazzmaster. That being said, the Acoustasonic comes with us at every single gig. It is used every single gig. I also own a Taylor, and we took that out for a couple of gigs, and even though it sounds great and it's a great acoustic sound and we can just plug it in with the preamp there, we can just plug and go. The convenience of the Acoustasonic, the not having to worry about knocks and things like that, because you have got that kind of solid routed back of the body. You know, there's far more. You've got a bit more confidence. You're not worrying so much. With the Taylor, it's kind of like, you know, where an acoustic is a slimmer back and sides and front, obviously. You know, you don't want to knock and ding and that kind of thing. So, yeah, you'll actually see in the Rooftop video my Acoustasonic Strat, which Tom managed to have his way with a very cool black paint. So the other thing I suppose we should talk about is the player series. One of the big things that came up for us was, okay, well, the player series, when they're side by side, okay, we have material differences. We don't have an ebony board like we do on the American ones, and ebony bridge and ebony sort of pieces like the tone knobs and that kind of thing. But really, when they're on your lap, there isn't a great deal of difference. So with that, we were kind of struck with, okay, well, how do we justify an American Acoustasonic? And please comment in the comment section what you think, because this is all a conversation. We want to have a conversation with you and hear your opinions about this as well. But we've kind of, after you realise that it's a rechargeable lithium battery in the Americans, which, again, would you prefer to have a rechargeable battery, or would you rather the 9-volt battery like you do in the players, and then once it's done, it's gone, or it's recharged and back in, and you know where you are? With the player series, we're looking at 6 sound profiles as opposed to the 10 on the American series. And also, we don't have the in-body sort of resonating pickup that you do on the American ones. So we can absolutely see the value of the American ones in terms of materials and features over the player series, but for the application that you may be using them for myself, would anybody notice a difference in the sound profiles or the lack of? I'm only ever going to be using at most 2 acoustic profiles. If we're lucky, 9 times out of 10, I'll sound check it, see how a profile sounds in the room, and adjust it to kind of almost suit the room. So if I've got maybe like a, you know, jumbo spruce top rosewood profile, but it sounds a bit big and boomy, I'll maybe go to a smaller body mahogany, just to maybe kind of try and adjust to suit. That's kind of how I use mine. Recording wise, like we did today, I chose profiles to suit a strumming sound. I chose profiles to suit maybe like a picked sound and then a fingerstyle sound. So you can kind of play it that way, rather than I need 10 sounds or I only need 6 sounds, because in an application you're probably only ever going to need 1 at a time. So it's an interesting one. Let us know, please. So we want to hear from you. That's what this video is all about. We're retrospectively looking now at the Acoustasonic series. It's settled in, it's become a staple of the Fender range. Would you trade it over your acoustic? That's question 1. Would you trade this over your acoustic guitar? And that's it. And I mean, you would have to give your acoustic guitar away and have one of these. Do you think that the Americans are worth the money over the Player series? That's another question that we are talking about. Another question for you is your favorite model. Do you think that one looks beautiful and suits an acoustic kind of style? Does something else look very garish and just looks like the strangest thing on earth? Let us know. We're intrigued to know. It's a hot topic of conversation in the shop right now, as we've had an influx of models and deliveries from Fender with these, and we've also had a massive influx of interest and sales with them. So by all means, the Acoustasonic series is alive and well. We're seeing it, and we're seeing the ripples of that in the shop. But we want to hear from you. So let us know. Sound off in the comments. Make your voices heard, because that's what this is all about. Let us know. We are interested. We are intrigued. Please indulge us. So that one, that position there it's electric, one way is electric, and all the other way is acoustic. So I was like halfway. Just kind of got that kind of acoustic. And it's still like a, you know, there's still like an electricness there. Then I took it out. So it's just acoustic then. I have been Adam for A-Strings. We are a guitar shop in South Wales in the UK. astrings.co.uk is where you can find us. That's the website where you can find all of the amazing Acoustasonics that we do. We also do brands from nearly everyone. Touch wood, we're getting there. We're building up, and so yeah, come and spend that money with us. We are at A Strings UK. That's our Instagram. Tom works very, very hard and posts videos and photos daily over on our Instagram. And we are A Strings Guitar Specialists. If you search for us on Facebook, we do weekly lives, we do online streams, we do quizzes, we do that kind of thing. So pop over there, come and say hello, and yeah, come and join the A Strings family, because that's all we're about. We're about building a community of musicians and friends. That's what it's all about, really. So that's it. Let us know what you think in the comments. These are the Fender American Acoustasonics. Players are available too. And we'd love to hear from you, so let us know. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.